Buddy, Jeremiah Krakowski here. Do you ever feel like you have to become somebody that you're not to succeed in business? You ever felt like you're not the type of person that has business success and that you have to change who you are in order to be successful in business? That you, as you learn, as you grow and discover, do you feel like you have to become somebody that's inauthentic for you, or that you're going to have to be somebody different so that people like you and want to do business with you? Have you ever felt this way? I see a lot of people talking about this in business, that they want people to like them, they want people to engage with them, and they feel like they have to be somebody that they're not in order for people to want to do business with them, for people to like them, in order for people to want to engage with them. They feel like they have to sacrifice who they are for a paycheck, for money. Cassandra, how are you? Hey, everybody on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. You ever feel this way? Do you ever feel like to be successful in business, you have to be somebody that you're not? Poppy50 says, I feel this way sometimes, but I know I shouldn't pretend. Yeah, it's a natural feeling. Like we feel like we have to become somebody else in order to be liked in business. And the truth is that trying to be more professional or appear a certain way to get people to like us, to get people to buy from us, it actually is counterintuitive. It goes against the result that we're looking for. It's actually produces the opposite, because people are very sensitive now these days, especially in business, as to who's fake, as to who's not being real, as to who's not being authentic, as to who's not being themselves and not showing up as their authentic self. And so if you've ever felt this way, if you ever felt like, okay, I got to be somebody that I'm not to succeed in business, I want to encourage you that maybe just flip the perspective on this. You will get more results in business by just showing up as you. You know, I don't show up when I do these lives, when I do my videos, like I'm somebody that has it all together. I'm not, I'm pausing, I'm stuttering, I'm being not the most articulate. Now, I've been doing this for a while, so I feel pretty comfortable on camera. But to be honest, I still get the nerves when it comes to showing up on camera, when it comes to making content. What gets me out of it is I focus on what I did was I actually pulled the analytics of all the content for the last 3 months on my social media that people engaged with the most. And everybody was engaging with this content about not becoming somebody that you're not changing who you are just so other people like you. And I realized I need to talk on that topic. My entire mission and focus is, how can I help you guys get more sales, feel more comfortable doing business online and getting more results. Having to be tolerant of intolerant behavior is my issue. That's an interesting one. Can you explain a little more as to what that means? That you feel like you have to be tolerant of intolerant behavior. I'd love to know more on what you mean by that. And so oftentimes when it comes to business, when it comes to going after our goals, when it comes to accomplishing something that we've never done before, that we've never tried before, there's certain roadblocks. Like we struggle to get engagement, we struggle to get sales, we struggle to do this. That's a skill set issue. Growing in your skill set of being able to communicate and connect with people is not the same as being somebody that you're not. And so what I always encourage people to do, and I think that this is the answer for this, be yourself. Don't ever hide who you are just to be liked by other people. You don't exist just to please everybody. You know, you're not here just so everybody likes you. And even if people are disappointed in you, they're not happy, they try to invalidate you, they're mean, whatever, don't be somebody that you're not. Be yourself. But then simultaneously grow in the skill set of personal development, human to human connection, how you're able to connect with other people. Okay. And I'm not saying a lot of us, your authentic self may struggle to connect with people. I believe that this is more of a skill set issue, not an authenticity or personality issue. Because I know a lot of introverts that they've grown in that skill set of connecting with people for their business purposes. So that's not what I mean. What I mean is sacrificing your truth, sacrificing what you believe in, sacrificing what drives you, changing who you are just to be more palatable to other people. Don't ever change who you are just because other people act a certain way or think a certain way. CR Tuttle says, people feel they can be rude and demanding without consequences. As business owners, you have to put up with that. Well, at some point, you actually can just cut people off and say that you don't tolerate that. Listen, I don't tolerate rude people in my space. I don't tolerate if somebody's rude on the phone with me, they're not a good fit to work with me. I can't change that person. I'm not going to try to. What I focus on is how can I attract people that I can most help? The people that are looking to get more sales, get more customers. We worked with a client last week. We brought in a couple thousand leads for their campaign. We launched a challenge that did 40,000 people in it through Facebook ads, which is what I show you how to do in my courses on my website, all of that type of stuff. But the mindset part of it is, as you engage with more people, you're going to have people that are rude. And so just cut them off. Just block them. You don't need to have them in your space. You don't need to tolerate them mistreating you. And that's what I mean by being authentic. Be yourself. Listen, you wouldn't put up with that in person, right? You'd walk away. Have a boundary. Learning to have boundaries on what you allow around you is very key. Not letting other people walk all over you is very important. You don't have to change who you are just so people like you or tolerate mistreatment or do something that you don't want to do just because you think that that's going to get people to like you more and do business with you. What produces results in business is learning how to connect with other people through social media, through advertising campaigns, through marketing, learning how to connect with people through the internet, what drives them, what motivates them, what makes them happy, what makes them excited. Discovering that information. You can read the data on it, the analytics, as you start to put more content out there, as you start to test some things out, as you start to put yourself out there more, and you start to talk with more people. Listen, the only reason why you would run an ad campaign, have a funnel, do social media content, is to create connections with strangers that you haven't met yet that can most likely benefit from your product or service. And rude, mean people, the people that don't accept you for who you are, the people that don't like you for who you are, the people that say mean things, the people that don't connect with you by being authentic. Listen, if you're being yourself, if you're being your authentic self and people don't want anything to do with you, they're not your target customer. So that's a big thing, is as you learn to communicate more authentically, you will connect more with who the right person is for you to work with in your business. Who are the right people that are meant to work with you, not just anybody. Now, I understand a lot of our products and services will help other people, but by you being authentically yourself, by you not changing who you are to be more liked by other people, by you not becoming somebody different so that other people will do business with you, you will attract the right people. I was attracting a lot of rude, mean people about a year ago in my business. And now they kind of all disappeared. They kind of all went away. You want to know why? Because they realized that they couldn't get to me. They couldn't get under my skin, and I was so solid in my beliefs. The only reason that people were rude to me before, I believe, is because they thought that they could change my mind about certain things. And now, as I show up with confidence, I believe in myself. By the way, my message hasn't changed. My message hasn't changed from last year to today at all. But my confidence has grown that I don't care if you don't like what I say or not. I don't really worry about your opinion about me. I'm going to show up and keep being myself and not changing who I am just so other people like me. I don't always say the right things. I don't always say the right words on my mouth. Sometimes I even get my tongue twisted up a little bit sometimes. My thoughts get garbled together while I'm trying to talk and communicate, because that's how my brain works. I'm human. But I found if I just show up authentically as myself, if I just be me instead of trying to pretend like I'm not that way, instead of trying to pretend like, I'm this way, but I'm really this way, I will actually connect more with my target customer. I'll actually connect more with people I can help. I will connect more with the people that are meant to do business with me. And so that's what I want to encourage you in. Don't ever change who you are just to try to get more business. Show up as yourself. Certain people will not like it. That's okay. That's okay. Let them. You're not a bag of Cheetos. Not everybody likes those either. You're not goldfish. I'm saying stuff that it's funny. It's like everybody should like goldfish. Well, not everybody does. You're not going to be liked by everybody. You're not going to please everybody. So don't change who you are just to be liked and pleased by people in business. And so then when you show up as your authentic self, when you show up as who you are, you're not changing who you are, and you put out videos, you put out campaigns, you start talking with your target customer authentically, they will resonate more and they will start to buy from you. I notice my sales level in my business skyrocket. Like it's like crickets to like thousands coming in sales when I go from trying to be somebody that I'm not to just being myself. And so if that's your goal, is to make more sales, to make more money as a business owner, you owe it to yourself to just be you, to not be anybody else. That's right, Cassandra. Give yourself permission to not be perfect and just do it anyways. Exactly. And that's the thing. Perfection and trying to show up in business as this polished professional. Not everybody likes that. Listen, that takes time for people. And the people that are the polished professionals, that's their authentic self because they've been doing it for a long time, right? They've been doing it for a minute and a half, right? They've been showing up for a while that got them to that place. But they started off just where you were. Insecure, scared. I'm telling you, the best public speakers, the best teachers, the best mentors, the best business leaders, I study their stories. I listen to them. I watch a lot of documentaries and stories and interviews. They all started where you guys were. Insecure, scared, with imposter syndrome, worried about what other people think about them. And then someday it clicked and they just showed up as themselves. Didn't worry what other people thought about them. Didn't change who they were. And that's when the sales started to come in. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in their businesses. And so I truly believe, believing in yourself, self-belief, believing in who you are, having a positive self-image of yourself, and then not being afraid to be all you in front of everybody, whether the people like it or not, that's the secret sauce that then you apply that to funnels and advertising and marketing and coaching calls and sales calls. You apply that to all these tools of business, right? Because you're showing up as yourself. You're not showing up as somebody else. It resonates with people. People can see how authentic you are, and they want to do business with you. They can't help themselves but want to do business with you. And so what if you got to that place where people couldn't help themselves but want to do business with you? I feel like if you're following me, if you're watching me, if you watch my videos, my content, I post videos every single day on my Instagram. I got 128 podcast episodes now on the Grow Your Life podcast, where I talk about all different topics of business. If you're somebody that engages with me, you're wanting to grow, to get more sales, to grow a business to that 6-7 figure level, even that 8-figure level, that kind of, holy grail level up there. If you're somebody that's watching, engaging with me, you want to get to that level, but it starts with not changing who you are. It starts with being authentic every single day. It starts with not worrying what other people think about you. It starts with every single morning when you wake up, reminding yourself of how powerful you are, about how other people would benefit to be in your presence, about how other people are blessed to have met you. I have to remind myself of that every single morning, that other people are blessed to engage with me on social media. I believe that, I truly do. You guys are blessed to listen to me, to engage with me, and then I can be a blessing to others from that place. And that self-belief, that self-confidence, that then drives me in my authenticity. When I'm worried or insecure or worried about how other people think about me or think that I need to be somebody that I'm not, it doesn't connect. It doesn't resonate. It just falls flat. And so I want to encourage you, don't ever change who you are just to try to get more sales, just to try to get more people to like you. As you show up as your authentic self, as you start to have boundaries, you will have some people in your life that are disappointed because you're not becoming who they thought you were. You're not changing who you are for them. Be yourself, be authentic, and let people like you or not. Again, you don't need to tolerate rude, mean people. That's what the block button's for. If people are being rude or mean, I block them on social. I don't engage. If they're on a sales call with me, I don't engage with those types of people. I don't have to, and neither do you. And so whatever you tolerate in your space, you get more of. And that's what I'm going to kind of end this with. You don't have to tolerate people mistreating you. You don't have to tolerate people that say rude or mean things to you. And you don't have to change who you are just so those people like you. Be yourself. Show up as yourself. And show up to bring value every single day. And then pay attention to who are the people in your space. Listen, we got at least a dozen people across multiple platforms watching me right now live. Okay. And I'll probably have a good 30 to 40 more later that are watching me on the recording. And so those are my people. You guys are my people. You're the people that I want to help the most. Because I know, first off, you come from a place, you have a pure heart. I truly believe that if you're watching me right now, you come from a place of a good motive. You have a pure heart. You want to help people. But you struggled to do that because you're not quite sure how to connect, how to communicate, and what's the right ways to do that. And that's what I love helping people with my one-on-one coaching. We got a bundle of courses on my website to show you how to launch your business with Facebook advertising and funnels, and how to create your own courses and build your own website. We have, again, the 128 podcast episodes. Keep plugging in with me and keep talking, keep engaging. Send me a direct message as well. I'd love to hear from you, your story uniquely. Any of you can schedule a free call with me even on my website. We can talk about your business, where you're at, where you're stuck, to help you get to the next level. All right? We'll talk soon, everybody. Thank you for being on here live. Have a good one.